Vansi vibhushita navneerdava pitambara darunabimba phaladarosta purnendu sundara mukha Arvind Netrat Krishna Param Kimapi Tattvamaham na jane Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Divine souls, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. We have been going through chapter 5, and last week we went through this verse 7 of that chapter. Bhagavan told Arjuna, Yoga Yukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriya Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurvannapi Nalipyate. As you know, Bhagavan is talking about the Karma Yogi and Karma Sannyasi. In this verse, he is talking about Karma Yogi, Yoga Yukta. Having established in Karma Yoga how he graduates, how he elevates himself, and in the process, what happens? His intellect gets purified. Chitta Suddhi. His Atma, mind, he conquers. He has become Vijitatma. He conquers his mind. Jitendriya, his senses are fully under his control. And then what he does? He sees the presence of Brahma in each one in front of him. In every living thing, he experiences, he beholds Paramatma in all of them. Now that is the state of development for a karma yogi. Purvannapi na lipyate. Because he's karma yogi, he keeps on working, yet he is not involved in it. He doesn't get tainted by that karma. Kurvanapi, although performing action, still a doer. He does not consider himself a non-doer. I'm trying to make a distinction between a karma yogi and the karma sannyasi, which follows in the next verse. What happens in next verse? There are two verses here, they're joined together. A long verse, not very easy to read, go through, but then there is a way to really break it and go through. You will hear from me the way I recite. Bhagavan says, Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavit Pashyan srunavan sprasan jigran asnan gachan swapan swasan pradapan visrijan grihanan unmisan nimisan api indriyanindriyarthesu vartanta iti dharayan. Let us break into small pieces and then understand. Naiva na eva, certainly not. Kinchit karomi iti, I do thus. Yukto, united with Supreme, manyate, he thinks, tattva, with the knower of the truth. That is karma sannyasi. Pasyan, that is seeing. Srinavan, hearing. Sprasan, touching. Jigran, smelling. Asnan, eating. Gachan, moving. Swapan, sleeping. Swasan, breathing. Pralapan, talking. Visrijan, excreting. Grihanan, grasping. Unmisan, opening the eyes. Nimisan, closing the eyes. These are all the varieties of karma. We'll go in next to the meaning of them, why it is mentioned like this. Although these actions are being done, this person who is a karma sannyasi, he thinks indriyani, the senses, indriya arthesu, in the sense objects, vartanta iti dharayan, that is occupied, moving among the senses are moving among the sense objects. So he is distancing himself from the senses and the sense objects. If the car is in garage and it is running or doing or something is happening to that, what I have to do this? I have to do with it. I am just sitting in my room. So he's distancing the karma. Karma is going on, and it is for the karma, for the senses to get engaged with sense objects. Let them do what they do. So he's indriyani indriyarthesu vartanta iti dharan. I will explain all this gradually. So let me break this into three parts. The central part is various actions that Bhagavan has mentioned in these two verses. And then, Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manned tattvit, we'll take that. And then, as I mentioned, indriya nindyarthesu vartanta iti dharyan. The whole meaning is, the man, the karma sannyasi, who is united with Supreme and the knower of truth, his direction of his understanding, his thinking that he has nothing to do with the senses and sense objects. He is united with the Brahma. So he considers himself one with the Brahma and distancing from the sense organs and objects. So what he thinks, I do nothing at all. Here it is akarta. In the previous one, he is performing action. Kurvan api na lipyate. Here he says, I do not perform. Akarta, akurvan, even though engaged in all these actions. So he sees that it is only the material senses that are moving among the sense objects, and he is beyond his adhyatmic. It is not his pare from material. He is spiritually adhyatmic. He has nothing to do with the senses and sense objects. Now, why Lord has mentioned all these actions, various actions he has mentioned? If you examine them, then you will find that he has mentioned all the five sense organs. He has mentioned all the five organ of action, karmendriya, pancho jnanendriya, pancho karmendriya. Then he talks about antahkaran, pran and upapran. These are the essential composition of a material of which the body is constituted. The representation of all the essential components of the body Bhagavan has mentioned here. And he has also indicated that, look, these actions are performed. You may think you are performing the action, and you may claim that I am opening my eyes, I am hearing from my ears, that I am smelling, I am touching. But if you go along, you will find when you are coming to the breathing, how long you can control your breath. Yes, up to certain extent, you may control, but then you will have to breathe to survive. So that pran and activity, beside this pran is outside. Then you have all the pran is within functioning in the body. You don't have control over that. The excretion is going on, circulation is going on, the digestion is going on. So these you must not say that you are the doer. You cannot be the doer. Closing an eye, opening an eye, these are going on. How often you can stop it? It is not within your power to stop opening and closing of the eye, even if you practice, and people do practice to do some yoga to for the functioning of the eye and for functioning of the lids, but that are not going to work. So by stating all these actions, Bhagavan is telling that not only the karma sannyasi, but even karma yogi or those who are performing action, they cannot claim that they are the doer. The fact is, you are not the doer. You have the in senses and sense objects given, they play among themselves. So it is the interaction between the sense organ and senses. But then you claim that I am the doer. The fact is you are not. And so, who realizes this? The one who is united with Brahma. Those yuktaha, those who are united with the Brahma, and Bhagavan has also mentioned the word tattva with. This word has been mentioned by Bhagavan in many places in Bhagavad Gita. You will find tattva with, that he understanding the essence of the whole activity, whatever you experience, what is the essence behind it? Can a flower, a rose can grow by itself? It has to have energy. Who has provided that energy? Who has provided the seed? What is the essential component within the seed that gives that color and the fragrance and the beauty of everything in the creation, in the whole creation? So it is the knowledge, the one who has acquired this knowledge, that jnana, that तत्वविद तत्व का ज्ञान ब्रह्म ज्ञान जिसे हो गया है, जो ब्रह्म को पहचान गया है और ब्रह्म से युक्त हो, ब्रह्म से जुड़ गया है, वो सब ब्रह्म देखता है और कहता है आई डू नथिंग, मैं कुछ नहीं, नैव किंचित करोमि, मैं नहीं कुछ करता हूं, सब करने वाला कोई और है। ये एक्सप्लेन क्या हुआ, कौन है? भगवान बताते हैं उसको, कहते हैं इंद्रियान इंद्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्त इति धारयन्। These are all the components of the nature. प्रकृति के सब अंग हैं और प्रकृति के साथ उनका संपर्क है, और हमारी जो प्रकृति हम है, हमारी जो इंद्रियां हैं, सब प्रकृति हैं। दे आर नश्वर हैं, उनके पास प्राण नहीं है, उनको क्षमता नहीं है उनमें कि वो कुछ भी कर सकें, unless until the शक्ति मेरे द्वारा नहीं प्रदान की जाएगी। So it is the sense organ that are moving among the sense objects, and what you are just a drashta, upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwara. You are the one which is what is called witness consciousness, that is in the body. Bhagavan, or the power of Brahma, is in the way of what is called witness consciousness. साक्षी भाव है, जो देख रहा है कि सारी क्रियाएं हमारे बॉडी में, सारी क्रियाएं हो रही हैं। मयाध्यक्षेन प्रकृति सूयते सचराचरम, सब everything is going on. I am giving the power, I am giving that energy, I am the energy provider, and that power I provide to the sense organs and the entire body so that they are functioning. The one Sakshi Bhav is very beautifully explained in Mundak Upanishad. I have given the story quite long time back. Dva supurna sayuja sahaja samana briksham parishasva jate. There is a beautiful passage in Mundak Upanishad where it is mentioned about two birds, one higher bird and the lower bird. Higher bird is that which is the witness consciousness in us, जो दृष्टा है, वो देख रहा है कि ये हमारा ही अंश जो प्रकृति में जाकर के हमारी शक्ति के द्वारा ही सारे कर्म को कर रहा है. Sometimes एक finds one fruit very nice, goes to that and takes the fruit. If that is sour, is thrown away. If it is a sweet fruit, he takes that and he enjoys that. So sukh और दुख ये भोगता रहता है. वो पक्षी जो नीचे है, जो जीवात्मा के रूप में सारे अंगों के साथ समा करके सब में शक्ति तो प्रदान करता है, और उनकी क्षमता के अनुसार डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सतोगुण, रजोगुण, तमोगुण, sometimes they suffer, sometimes they enjoy. But the one who is supreme, that is the higher bird, that bird which is sakshi, that's the it beholds, देखता है वहां से, और मन तो साक्षी के रूप में, दृष्टा के रूप में सारे दृश्यों का अनुभव करता है. Ultimately, that bird, when he sees that my Bhagavan or the one from where I have come in is enjoying the seen sincerity, I am getting involved into the world and suffering, getting suffering or enjoyment because of my karma, because of whatever my prarabdha has been with me, satogun, rajogun, tamogun combination, and I am suffering. That is the state of affair. So this person who is karma sannyasi, he has different line of thinking. He gets united with the Brahma, he is a Brahma Jnani, and having realized that whatever is going on in the world, he is just as an observer. वो साक्षी भाव देखता है. नैव किंचित करोमिति. As against a karma yogi who performs as a kurvanapi, he does not get involved. That's perfectly all right. This has been further, to explain further, Bhagavan has mentioned in chapter 9, one verse, and chapter 13. Let me just run through that. As I mentioned earlier also, Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharan hetu nanena kaunteya jagadui parivartate. Under me as the supervisor, I am the master. Prakriti is following my instructions, and all the moving and non-moving things, they are performing their activity depending upon the guna in them. Owing to this reason, O son of Kunti, the world revolves. The world is revolving. Now, another verse is beautiful. Prakritiye kriyamanani sarvasaha yah pasyati tatmanam akartaram sapasyati. Once he understands that everything is being carried forward, all the activities are going on according to the directions of Prakriti, according to the movement of Prakriti, according to guna in the Prakriti. All karmani, kriyamani, they are going on. Sarvasaha, no action is beyond this. All the actions in the world are being carried forward, are being performed by Prakriti alone. भगवान का उसमें केवल आश्रय है, भगवान का उसमें शक्ति है. जो ऐसा समझता है, यह पश्यति सपश्यति, that Bhagavan, the self, is the non-doer. So self is akarta. I think I will stop here. My time is up. Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.